It is June.
I'm inappropriately using a knife.
Welcome to Seasparkles. It is June 19th, 2025. And we're opening a box. We got a box. Hello, David, we got a box.
Yep.
Oh, we got another box. David's opening a box.
Yep.
David likes to open boxes because there's stuff in boxes. It's a box day.
Come on.
It's a box day. I went in and petted Joni this morning.
Yeah, she's on the drain spot to get attention whenever you have to go in there for anything. And also gets her, she's quiet too.
I'm surprised you didn't open the door, let her roam the house. Well, it may not be a good idea with that glue hardening in case she rubs up on this, she'd get it on her fur.
She's trying to want privacy.
David, you can't let her out to that glue hardening because if she rubs up on it, it'll get hung up on her fur.
It won't take long for that to harden.
I hope not. Oh, there's white things in there.
Okay.
Oh,
Right where?
Oh, my.
Right where I remember.
What do we have here? Oh, what do we have here? We got a drum. We got a drum, 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 drum.
Just that much. It should be about right.
I'll move John Ren's bed over to there after. This is a dog bed. Everybody's going to think, why'd you got such a big bed for a Chihuahua? But Ren likes it. It wanna be surrender. He's right now emptying out the box with all the shells.
Blades out.
Actually, friends, we're ending up doing 3 rooms at the same time. Kitchen, bathroom, and here. Bathroom's going to be completely done very soon. Because we've made up a total change, which is going to be a surprise. You're going to see it when it's all done. Part of it, and then I'm going to do the floor, a brand new floor. When we take out the pedestal, what do you think about replacing the pedestal with something new? The toilet's fine, because that's a bidet.
Actually, I'm going to have to eventually look into replacing that bidet thing because it's one of the sprayers on it don't work anymore.
You just use the other side.
Yeah, I know, I'm just saying, I'm going to look into replacing that. I saw on YouTube where
why don't we just not get the bidet and just go back to normal toilet?
well, I'm just saying, I saw on a YouTuber that the wife used to watch. I got a bidet. It's a real nice one. Yeah, kind of got on my radar, so I'll probably look into that.
Well, I'm thinking of replacing our pedestal sink. But maybe we don't need to. Because there's really nothing wrong with it.
Holy smokes, these are actually labeled in this box.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I don't have to decode them. Remember, they weren't labeled in that one. So I had to figure out what was what.
Oh. I have to bring out the sliders, too, for underneath.
2, 4, 6, 8 of them.
Okay.
Alright.
I'll be right. I'm going to just leave that right here. You can record it. I'm going to go get the sliders. I forgot.
Is this recording? This is recording. Start and stop. Hell with it. I'll just, let me see here. Alright. Okay, so this is the hardware stuff, okay?
That don't make any difference to what we're doing.
Yeah, I don't use these. This is the counts. Okay.
Okay, I brought out 2 boxes to make sure we've got enough. So there's the sliders for underneath them.
Right. Let's
So when you put them on there, you hook the sliders to
That's
it.
shelving positioning. Those are the inserts. This is the feet. Okay. There you go. Alright.
We put sliders underneath the furniture because it makes it easy to move it. And
alright, this is the upper. That's the upper. All these
so he's
uppers.
powering the uppers over there.
These are uppers. Alright.
And there's the lowers over there. Mm-hmm.
Oh, now
Surrender.
I remember.
Oh, yeah.
That was the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, they were labeled by size, but unfortunately weren't really weren't really technically labeled by what step they were in the instructions. Right, there's down, there's the Allen.
Are you gonna go get the electric screwdriver like you did last time? Oh, you're already ahead of me. Okay. You're ahead of me. Yep. Better than elbow grease when you can use power tool.
Tell me what you would rather go with.
The power tool, of course.
Alright. These are short. These longer ones with heads on them. And these are the short ones. Okay, so these are probably count-wise. Okay. Alright, there. I figured it out. Alright.
That's the bottom?
Yep.
Here.
Don't even worry about those until I actually get far enough along, because they'll
Okay. Okay. That's the little feeties. David?
I'm dropping them like crazy, too.
Yeah. He's assembling it together.
Yep, putting the long parts together.
Yeah, I need to say something, David, instead of just sitting there having to stare at
that's
you.
because I'm kind of just,
Concentrating?
Yep, screwing together. Putting the long parts together, I mean, this is pretty much just, rinse and repeat.
We're getting like
So-
one a month till we get what we need, because David mentioned we need to get it because they change, because manufacturers change design and
Yeah,
appearance.
they'll change their styles and stuff like that to try to, so that way they make you hopefully throw away all your previous furniture to get the cheaper made stuff.
So the
they
next thing we're
profitable.
getting is the corner, because we're pretty close. I mean, this is the second lot, which is a big one. I wanted to make sure we got the big ones. Then the corner is next. Will be the next thing I get.
Yeah, I basically just dumped screws. I figured out what was what, just buy what was in the baggies. Even though technically they have the screws labeled here as number 3, number 7, so but they're not labeled that. They're labeled by their measurements, like 1/4 and 2/8. They weren't actually labeled by the instructions. I don't know. Sylvie?
But luckily, David's figured it out.
Yeah.
He's already assembled one of these before, as you know.
Alright. That's one long doohickey done. Let's get the other long doohickey.
Here's a long doohickey. It's a
That's
very
the other
longy
long doodad
doohickey. Yep.
Yeah, that's when I get to the shelves, I'm going to end up breaking out the power tool.
Yeah.
That's way too many. That's way too. It's all these. All these are the shelves. I mean, they look good. I'm a little disappointed in the shelves installation though. I'll give it that much. I'm disappointed in that. It's having brackets on the bottom of the shelf, you know, going like this, and then like that. You know what I mean? To have it like a triangle.
Yeah.
Below the shelves. Disappointed they didn't have that. You know. That way you could have more support. The shelves is like, yeah, just screw them in through the sides of the shelf blades.
Mhm. But David is right that they changed designs, and we have to get all the furniture for the shelves before they change the design.
Well, I'm going for having them look like they're all the same shelf.
Yeah, but they are technically.
Well, technically all separate shelves. I'm saying I'm going for trying to have them all look like they're the same shelf. If you notice that.
Yeah. Well, that's why this design matches that other design perfectly, because it's the same design.
Alright, that's do that, and that's a doohickey.
When I go to put down the new bathroom floor, you know, you're gonna have to take out the toilet and the sink.
Now let's get the thing
So I have the whole floor. Then I'll clean the floor thoroughly from all the glue and put down the new glue, and then we'll put the stuff back.
I still find it expect you to
What, honey?
zip tie or strap your shelves to the walls.
Not anymore.
That's what they really expect you to do. It's right here. Installing the fall prevention kit. It's right here. You put a corner bracket on the wall, you screw it on the wall,
And zip tie it.
and then you zip tie it to your shelf. It's called the fall prevention kit.
Are you gonna do that?
I didn't do it to that one.
It won't fall if you don't climb up it.
This is drywall.
It's a hollow wall.
If you don't hit a stud on that, I ain't gonna do shit.
I know.
Even if you use hollow wall screw.
Yeah. Well, I don't think we
For that to actually do any good, you have to have like a solid wall, like wood or something.
We don't.
Oak. For that to do any good.
Down here where we live, they don't build solid walls like that.
Most of the houses are all drywall around here.
All the houses down here in apartments are all drywall.
Yep.
Even your Nana's is a hollow wall.
Yep.
I've never seen anything but hollow walls down here.
Only got one room in this house that's got wood walls in it, and I think that's...
That was when we did.
Yeah.
Your room. One of your rooms you use, because you use 3 bedrooms.
Well, technically, we all use one of those rooms. And that's for stuff like movies and stuff like that, which we're bringing the movies and the games in here.
Oh, they're all coming out here now.
You know?
We're emptying that room out.
Alright. That's the thing there. You got the doohickey, the thingamajigger, and the whatchamacallit. Okay.
There's something wrong.
I made... Hold on a second.
There's only supposed to be 4 tops like that.
Watch this.
You got the wrong top up there.
I got a bottom on here.
Okay, there you go. That's easily repaired.
Yep. There. Alright. That was easily fixed.
Yeah, and Deborah called me this morning.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Crying, as usual.
Now she gotta put herself in that situation.
Yep.
Alright, there. If you're wondering what I'm doing...
I gave her I
If
told her.
anybody's wondering what I'm doing with left hand when I'm doing this, when I'm actually pushing it together, I'm trying to hold them straight, and I tighten them down so I have a straight piece. At least that's what I'm trying to do, if anybody's wondering.
I think she's finally going to fill that mattress out.
Yeah, she better. I ain't gonna say more than that, but she better.
Yeah. You're right, yeah.
Alright.
A good night's sleep is so important. You want to have a good, comfortable mattress and bed. July 8th to July 11th is Amazon Prime Day. So, if she's lucky, you know, Amazon might have a mattress on
There we go.
the Prime Day deal. I don't know if she's in Prime or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it looks all good. Alright, so it's just this one. Well, 1 out of God knows how many, and that ain't bad. That seriously ain't bad. Only one of
No.
them needing to be bopped in a little bit.
Yep.
Alright, that's correct. Careful knifing that wire. Alright, that's correct.
He's checking to make sure they're all correct.
Yeah, I just realized I wasn't paying really that good of attention.
He's making sure he's done them all right.
That's correct. Okay, good. You're all correct. Alright,
And people, there's our modem for our internet.
Which, given the proprietary screw direction, it'd be hard for them to be wrong now, wouldn't it? But still didn't hurt to double check.
And people, when we get the corner part, you're going to see him linking these two to the corner. So they're going to end up being one massive big piece.
Whee! I'm a little disappointed they don't have these kind of like tapered screws to go in to actually push these straighter than this. So I'm gonna just go flat against the flat against it. You know what I mean? That's where kind of like you got a bit of like a cone going from the thread out like this to the head. When we screw it in, we kind of go rest into the aluminum. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he said these parts, all them other parts still left. Still a long way to go.
All right. Not as long as you think. Not as long as you think.
It goes a lot faster when you use power tools.
What is this for? I'll put this here in case it pops up. But where does this little screw come from? That's quite a real question I have.
All the screws should be black.
No, there's a silver one in there somewhere. One, two, three, four, five. One, two, three, four, five.
Wow! 5 boards. Not 6, not 7, not 4, 5. Just the right amount.
I want to make sure. faces up correctly for the. Okay, just look at this one.
Right.
All
It
right.
goes to the bottom, and then that
So
one,
it's
then that one,
there,
then that one,
there,
that one.
there, and there. Okay, so the cross number. Okay, so they're. Okay. I want to make sure I don't interfere with the cross member sections. Alright, so these are at the bottom. Alright, got it. Alright. These go at the bottom. Alright, got it. Where you at, Mr. Hole? Where you at, Mr. Hole? There you are. Alright. Now I don't want you to be slammer yet. Should try 8. Be nice and relaxed a little bit. Don't wanna go wham! There. Just leave a little bit. Let's try 3. Don't want to be overly aggressive yet. Alright. I really don't want to be aggressive, period, right now.
Okay, I moved Ren's bed out of the way. Is there somebody in our yard?
There is a car pulling in the driveway. You know.
Here. I'm back. We had a delivery of something. I had to change batteries, put the shelf. David put the screws on shelf. That one, that one, that one, that one. This is the 4th one.
You're watching me repeatedly doing the same thing over and over and over again doesn't really seem like to me like something that's really that interesting. If you want to see me repeatedly doing something over and over and over again, yeah, Minecraft. You got Minecraft watch somebody do something, the same thing over and over and over again. I just didn't really stop.
We got a Walmart delivery. Then you're going to see that next. So what are you going to do? Just throw out my old walker?
Nope.
Just put it somewhere?
Just put it in storage.
Yeah. I got my walker from the VA in Gainesville. They gave it to me when I broke my ankle. They gave me a wheelchair, walker, and crutches, and basically told me to pick what I want to do. I hate crutches, won't ever use them. I hurt my foot. I broke my ankle. Boy, that was a nightmare. Remember it? How could you forget? You had to change my walking boots and take care of me.
That dude was jamming out that made that delivery.
Huh?
That dude was. Where'd my bit go?
I heard it hit it.
That dude was jamming out when he was making the delivery. I heard it. There's radio all the way in here. He was jamming out.
Well, he's having fun. There's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. I don't mind. Probably helps keep him going. You know what I mean?
Yep. Hurt his ears though. Wait till he gets my age and too loud. I'll end up with tendonitis.
Alright.
Okay, here we go. Assembling it. The next one you're going to see him assemble, when I pay for it and get it, that is, will be the corner one. He's putting screws in it. It's pretty cool when you think about it. Little parts, a pile of parts, come into, look like nothing, but when you put them together, there's something. He's doing them all equally at the same time, so that way they go in together, right?
Yep.
Oh, he's doing it on both sides, too. I guess that guarantees the wood won't split.
What that does is that basically makes sure all the screw holes are lined up before I snug them down. That way I don't have to shift anything. I'm not basically going against the tension from the screw, the shelf, and the side. That's the reason for that. It's the same reason you do a star pattern when you're doing a hook, when you're putting a tire on a car. It's the exact same reason. There's no difference.
I think you enjoy building things, don't you?
Power tools sits on my wrist, that's for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Power tool. Wow, that was fast.
I'd still be doing it if I was doing it by hand.
Oh, he's got two more big ones to put together.
Did I have it the right way up? Yeah, I did have it the right way up, didn't I?
Yes. What's wrong? Looks fine to me.
Excuse me for 1 second, I'm going to go get a drink before I have to turn this end over.
We'll get back to you later. David has a word of caution to tell everybody.
Be more careful.
When you're
That way you don't accidentally put one on upside down.
there is a right side and a wrong side to the thing, so you may want to make sure it's correct so you can link it to the next one. Because he's going to be linking it, and then when we get the corner one, he's going to be linking those two to the corner. And if it wasn't for the fact that we needed Tim to have the other room, I was going to wait till we got and done these walls, then did these after. But we're kind of doing it odd ways. Because we're going to redo the walls.
Come on, here we go.
And put down a new floor too. Okay, what he's doing, he's making the X for the back. Tell us what you're doing.
Which is the right one for in here? That doesn't matter, that is the right one. Okay, that's the right one. It's gotta be this one. Right? Yeah, that's the right one. It's got all that paint wickered off of it. I'll try to get these thingies put together. There it is. There we go. There, that's just the right right amount of tension that I can shuffle it and all that and tighten it down.
Okay.
Uh,
X marks the spot.
a little bit of wobble, but I think it'll work out. All right.
And once you
turn
screw
that.
it in, it'll tighten. So you've got to do the X first. Is there something wrong?
Be right back.
His wife needs. Okay. David's still working on the X.
Yeah, I'm turning the bolts around so I have more room to the wall. Whoops.
The X adds support, I guess, for it.
There.
Or it's just for looks, but
I think it's supposed to be for counter shifting. If that makes any sense.
yeah.
Basically, the logic is that if your shelf the top of it tries to sway from the bottom, the X is supposed to help hold it in place. At least that's the logic. There.
X marks the spot.
X marks the cream cheese and spinach dip. You see, instead of having it, you see, I have it like this, but if I did it the other way, see, you end up with these big honkers out the back. That's why that's why when I do shelves, I always try to have the screw heads out whenever possible instead of the bolts. Here, in fact, I'll show you. See, look at that. That's the size of that, but then this.
Better for better support.
You got that. You got that. So that way you have more space on the back. There.
Now he'll tighten it.
I'm not 100% sure this will. I'll give it a shot. Yeah. And I'm not going to look for a bit.
He's going to tighten them by hand. Make sure they're good and tight. Oh, yes.
Huh. I must have a set that uses as a different size of that. Now,
He's got to make sure he has enough room to work, my friend. You can go a little further back, but not much because of you're hitting the cabinet now.
oh, something just fell off.
It did. It just fell off the.
All right, there. I should be able to have it go right along here now. And all that's going to, then all that's going to come
Hold
over
on.
up onto it. There.
There, how's that? David?
Yeah, because the whole shelf's going to be laying here, face down.
Is that better?
Yep. Okay. Put this all together. Just like that where it is.
I can't get anything closer to me. It'll be on top of me.
Yeah.
'Cause I want to stay out of your way, but I'm recording for the show.
Good. Just like that. All right.
5.
1, 2.
David, you just knocked your drink over because you weren't paying attention. Go get a towel.
Well, ain't that some shit?
You weren't paying attention. We'll get back to you after he gets the towel and wipes up his spill. All right, here we go. We're back. David took a sip of drink, took a little bit of a break, and now we're back. Oh, yes. We're building our shelves.
All right.
Oh, yes.
Let's let this.
They
Let's do what I
will
just did again.
be built today. Oh, yes. The shelf is coming along today. I'm going to take down those pictures on that wall because till we get this room done, they don't need to be up.
When I have enough room, I would have enough room. Okay. Want to do that. So I'll have enough room to do that, so I want to do that.
He's changing his plan.
Actually,
Changing the plan.
what I'm doing is I want to do 2 things at once.
Changing the plan. He's changing his plan today.
Only because I have enough room to do it.
Yeah.
That's the reason I want to do that.
Mm-hmm. This one's going to be beautiful when it's
I'll
done.
put them together at the same time.
I won't have a house for that. I'm ashamed to have somebody come into it because it's basically a construction site.
It just means I'm going to be doing more moving around myself. That's all that means.
Well, it's just gotta get done. For those of you on the show who don't really know, but Dave and I have been talking and planning these remodeling for a long time. And it's not just planning, we like to think of it and rethink of it over and over again to make sure by the time we're done, it's really what we want.
For the longest time I've been thinking about getting the movies out of the room that they were in.
And now we're doing it.
You know. I wonder if anybody's going to take that chair out there.
Huh?
The chair I put out there, I wonder if anybody's going to take it.
No, probably not, because Joni clawed it up.
Oh, if you know how, you could reupholster it.
We're gonna get all new furniture for this room anyway. It should be the last thing we do.
wonder if Big Lots still has that one sofa.
We're not gonna get any furniture until this room is done.
Yeah, Big Lots had this sofa. It was like I wouldn't really say it's a sofa. It's so much as like it's way too good of a double lounge chair, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I've seen them on.
Kind of like
I've seen the double.
It's kind of like basically two recliners with cup holders in the middle.
I've seen them on the Escape, Norwegian Escape, and that's the first. They only have one of them on there, and somebody always grabs them up, and so two people can sit there and drink together. It's very. I didn't get the pleasure of sitting on it.
Well, last time I was at Big Lots, which was a long time ago, they had it there.
But you know, if that's what you thinking
I
about.
was just thinking about it, you know.
Is that one of the pieces of furniture you think we might get when we get into the furniture for this room?
I
don't know. Well, let's not worry about it. Right now, we're working on the bathroom and kitchen. And this room all at the same time. Because this room, we're buying the furniture. Well, we're getting the building furniture anyway. Because this room's going to get wallpaper.
It's funny, I go like,
and we're going to have to make
I want to have
changes
enough
in the
room.
kitchen.
Then I finally got enough room. Like, okay, I want to do that.
I think we may just take the bidet off that toilet and not worry about it. And just have a regular toilet.
I'll get a replacement eventually.
You like the bidet?
Yeah, I use it.
I do too. Yes.
I'm gonna just get it. I'm gonna get a different one. I'm gonna try to find
That was the
I'm
one.
gonna try to find one with a higher flow of hose on it though.
That was
Because the whole problem that was having in there, the hose just wasn't that good that came with it.
David.
If that makes any sense.
That was the bidet made for that toilet.
Actually, technically, you gotta make sure it's the correct shape of your bowl.
Yeah.
So basically, you can use any bidet you want. You just have to make sure it's the correct shape of your bowl. That's literally it. Apparently, I didn't get everything up.
Well, I'm gonna look at new sinks, and I think I might replace that sink. I don't know, may not. But right now, we gotta finish what we're doing in there.
I'll just chuck this on that spot.
More of the spill you made?
Yeah, more of my can.
Did you lose the whole can?
Nope, I finished it up and I threw a can out. Yeah. Alright, so that's what I was doing next. The last one of these, I think.
Well, if we need another bidet off of Amazon, you look for one and send me a link for the bidet, okay? Make sure you get one you think we're gonna like, and because remember the first bidet we got didn't fit on our toilet.
You only got one bidet and it's the one that's on there.
But before that, I can show you on Amazon where I purchased one and had to send it back because the seat was the wrong shape.
Yeah, you thought it was a rounded bowl, I think.
Yeah, we got the wrong shape, wasn't the right shape for our toilet.
Well, in fairness, when you were looking it up and you were
I didn't have experience with bidets.
You weren't home. You were like, I ordered a bidet. I was like, well, what bidet did you order? And then you think like this rounded bowl is like, that's rounded bowl, not elongated. Our toilet's elongated bowl. Like, it's a rounded bowl.
We had to send it back, it wouldn't work.
Or one for a circle bowl.
Yeah. It was my mistake, I don't deny it.
You weren't home when you ordered it, in fairness.
I just got out of the blue, I wanted a bidet. And I like the bidet because it really helps you. But if you think there's something wrong with our bidet, but one side still works.
Yep.
So I still use it. So it don't bother me.
I still use it too. I'm just going to, eventually get another one.
I mean, as long as it still works. If it is not broke, don't fix it, you know?
I'll replace it eventually. Just, Ain't had time to yet.
All my money is going on this home improvement.
Face facts, ramps. That's where most of our money's been going, is ramps.
Yep.
That was silly me. Put those around the thing I need. There. I gotta move them again. That was silly me.
Yep.
If anybody's wondering, I got my drill set on mode 1 with Torx 3.
When this country had a toilet paper shortage, we really appreciated the bidet.
Shit, we were never out of toilet paper.
I know, but there was, remember? During COVID, there was a toilet paper shortage.
My membership made sure of that.
Yeah.
I made sure that we weren't out of toilet paper.
I'm simply saying, because the bidet...
I'll never understand that.
The bidet reduces your toilet paper
You
usage.
can always tell what the general fear is by what sells out. God help us if we ever see. God help us if we ever see milk and eggs at the same time. Come on, that's funny.
I remember that one time we went to Walmart and the store was pretty near empty. All the shelves were pretty near empty.
It makes no sense either. Why people panic buys toilet paper?
The whole row.
They're literally made it right here where we live at. We have we have 2 toilet paper factories.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I've gone by both of them.
So then after that Walmart ran out, they put on a sign you were only allowed to buy so many.
Yeah,
to
so
stop it.
That's only so that
other people could have it.
That's only so, the only reason they limit buying anything is that way it doesn't encourage other businesses to get into making them. It's basically monopoly protection, you might as well call it.
Well, they were doing it so there'd be some in the store because the shelves were empty.
No, it's monopoly protection. It's just like what happened during the global during the COVID.
That's what I'm talking about during COVID. Everybody was buying.
I'm just saying
paper.
during COVID, during the mask shortage, three additional companies went into making the masks, and now they have
making toilet paper.
Now they have no customers. Now if they didn't restrict toilet paper, one of them might have gone into making toilet paper, and then there would have been more competition for toilet paper manufacturers, which would have been better for us.
Yep.
That's why if anybody asks me, I say let them gouge, because then other companies will step in and start making it, and you get what I'm saying?
Yep. But it doesn't matter.
So it's actually beneficial if you let them.
Our country and everybody in it got through it okay.
No, I had no problem.
We didn't have any problems.
Nope.
We never ran out of anything.
Nope.
David, there's one more shelf to put up.
Yeah, I know. Just going to put this side up, and then we'll just do both ends of that shelf.
Okay.
Actually, I might as well go ahead and put that on.
That's what I thought you'd do, since that's the pattern you would like doing.
I might as well go ahead and just put that on.
You might as well. Then you've just got to do the other side and zoom it down. Hold it up, love.
There. Hey. Back on there.
You know, your cousin Kathy, she got COVID twice. And she got it when she had to go to England because of her job. Because she's, you know, part of her job, you know, makes her travel.
There we go. Alright. Oh, 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 oh.
Yep, there it is.
Hole. Oh,
Choo,
there,
choo,
perfect.
choo, choo. Now he's going to screw on the last of the boards. You know, where your Nana lives at that apartment complex? They
Yeah.
hired a company and brought out a pressure washer
Yeah.
and pressure washed all the sides of all the buildings, and they also pressure washed all the sidewalks.
Huh.
And they pressure washed down all the stairs. It looks pretty nice, although I don't know why they did it. I told your Nana, I said maybe they're going to paint it. They, after you pressure wash, you usually paint after. But they haven't painted. So I'm just going to have to wait and see.
Well, if they wait too long to paint, it's going to be kind of pointless.
It'll get dirty again.
That's right. Yeah.
Just by the storms, the wind and this rain and gusts of wind.
Maybe they did it before the rain. They're going to have to pressure wash again anyways.
They did it before the rain.
Oh, they're going to pressure wash again anyways.
Since remember all that rain we've had.
Yep, we'll have to pressure wash again. Because when you pressure wash, you normally want to do it like same day or next day at the latest.
You know, when we pressure wash a house and we paint the house, we do it, start it right away.
Oh, now we have the option of sandblasting too now.
Yep. Okay, people. David has assembled it. Drum roll.
I gotta do the X thing.
You gotta do the X. I forgot.
Yep.
Yep.
I've said that like that for a minute.
When we put that up, we're gonna have to be careful because we don't want to damage the modem.
Well,
you gotta put
we'll
that
put
in
it
a
up
secure
in front of
place.
the modem to put the modem on it and then slide it into place.
Yeah. Because that modem must be protected.
So I'll be
If anything happens to that, you're without internet.
I'll be getting a little sneaky.
You know what I mean?
And we'll get a little sneaky.
You gotta be careful. That must be protected. Let's not get bumped or bruised or anything.
I actually think you don't want to get it broken or you don't want to break any of the connections or wires.
Exactly. That's why I said it must be protected. Because that modem controls our internet for the whole house.
Yeah.
So it's quite an important fixture in this family, don't you think?
Yeah, I ain't done my content yet either for the day.
Oh, I haven't put anything up either. Oh, before we put it up, I gotta put the sliders on there. After you've done that, we've got to put all the sliders on the bottom. Furniture sliders. I'll show you that too. I put furniture sliders on all my furniture.
From a technical standpoint, you could technically do one too right now. I'm doing that if you wanted, but
I'm recording that.
yep. Here we go.
Okay, well he's getting them tightened up. I'm gonna go get the furniture sliders. We need 2, 4, 6, 8. And we're gonna see if we got 8 left on this. 2, 4, 6.
There you go.
All right. 2, 4, 6, 7. So we are going to open the box. And I'm going to show you guys together how to put a slider on the bottom while David's doing that.
Fill it, just stick it.
I only got 7 sliders left in this box. So we take this paper and peel the bottom off, and then you stick it right on the bottom. See, I'm going to do it a second time. Peeled off, stuck on bottom. Yep. And David's tightening that up. He's still working on it.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to
Get on there. Get on there.
close up and we're going to be back with you in a little bit. David and I together just picked it up carefully. Don't slide it up because you'll knock your sliders off.
Don't just stand it up with like a pivot.
2 people pick it up together, and David's making sure the modem is safe. And we're going to pull down these pictures right here.
There.
Give me the other picture.
I'm like right in here so I can just hand stuff to you.
Okay. We're not going to be putting the pictures up till after we redo the walls in here. Okay. Now, David measured where he believes where the corner shelf is going to be.
Oh, I'm standing right in. There's actually going to be a bit of a space right here.
Okay.
And then the corner shelf comes up here, then
So
this will come over,
now
and
the
then that will
modem
come
is
over,
here.
and it'll be right up to it.
And okay, I'll see you after. I'm going to start bringing out DVDs and putting them all up in here. And my head is going to go, I think the head can
Put
fit
that right
right in there. King Tut right here?
Put that right here.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to dust him, and we've got to repair him with some glue. And I'll show you, be back with you when I got all the DVDs out here again.
And if
Well, this is it. The shelf is up, and I put all these DVDs in there. And I put my King Tut statue on there, my flowers, and King David, and little gifts I got as the mother, and these little figurines can keep the modem company. I don't know why I even got them. That's for supposed to go under a Christmas tree, but man, we got that. We got all the, this is all the shelving. And you see how this matches and that matches. And there it is. Which is really good. And I moved the chair over there. I put the fan over there. And then there's the dog's bed, Ren. So I put more DVDs over here and there. And the next one is we're going to get the corner here done. And we're gradually getting it done. We're gradually getting it done. Making good progress, and I'm really pleased with it. It's a lot of work, but it's we have thrown out a lot of furniture today. And we can actually walk through this room now. Just amazing how much stuff. Got the pictures off the walls. I'm not going to go back up on the walls until we redo the walls in here, but that's going to be a while. So there it is. Enjoy and stay tuned for all the fun.